This is probably one of Stockland's biggest projects in the country now. Right next to the airport, right by the port. And what I think this is telling us is that the sort of business model pioneered by the likes of Amazon is becoming increasingly accessible, no matter how big or small you are. And for locally based businesses, and again, regardless of your size, whether you're a big business or a small business waiting to become a big business, there's big opportunity here. Fundamentally, what do you have as a locally based business is trust, and that's what I think is so important in e-commerce. It's about selling that trust that you have in your brand and creating a new channel through which to sell your products. So look, I'm sure it's going to be a great and insightful presentation tonight. Just before I go, I would like to give a shout out to Business Chamber South's Gala dinner coming up next month, Friday the 22nd of August at Hurstville Club Central, raising money for Lifeline. It's a great cause. It'll be a great event. I encourage everyone to grab a ticket and come along. But thanks, Tony, and thank you everyone for all the work you do and for investing in our community. Have a great night.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate your busy schedule, and thank you for coming up. One more bit of formality we'll do. I'm going to call Andy to the podium to do a few announcements around Bayside events that are coming on, and then we'll go straight into the workshop after that.
Hi guys, I'm Andy. I think I've met a lot of you already. I'm the Business Development Officer here at Bayside Council. I just wanted to quickly run through a few things because time is short, obviously. We have a Bayside Business e-news published monthly. You can subscribe to that to stay up to date about business things in the area. There's a flyer at the front desk there as you leave if you are interested. There is a community safety forum next Tuesday in this very room, basically the exact same time. If you wanted to meet with the local police and if you have any concerns about the local safety in the local area. This Thursday we have a creative industries forum. If you are from the creative world, come and talk to me after the presentation if you're interested. And last but not least, really important, there's a QR code on the wall there, but also on the registration desk. Feedback for this event, that really helps us with having future events. Okay, onwards and upwards to Pulkit, I think. So I think I'll hand back over. But thanks guys, lovely to meet you. I'll be around.
I didn't say it was informal, guys.
Quite informal.
And I remember your name too.
Thanks.
Guys, the reason we're here is the star of the show, Pulkit, who runs an e-commerce business, UR Digital, which I'll let him talk more about it. And today he's kindly joined us today to run the workshop and obviously give us some really informative insights around e-commerce. Because as the Mayor just said, e-commerce is quite a growing industry. It's one that's built on trust and it's also built on security. I'm hoping that today Pulkit will deliver some really good insights and you guys walk away with something informative.
Thank you, Tony. Awesome. Thank you.
I'm going to turn off that front light.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It kind of feels like you're in the dark a little bit, but we can then see the...
That's all right. Photoshop can do magic.
For those who know it.
That's it. Just a quick note on the feedback thing at the back. Only good feedback's allowed. Otherwise, if anybody is doing a bad feedback, I'll see you downstairs. Anyways, thank you all for making this evening tonight. And before I begin, we acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this workshop is run on, and also pay respects to elders past, present, and future. UR Digital also extends that respect to Aboriginal people present today. Just a little bit of a correction on my bio. I don't run an e-commerce business. I run an agency, digital marketing agency. But my background is, if anything can be sold legally, I have most likely marketed it using SEO. From cannabis oil to carnival costumes, everything in between. And normal businesses as well, so ignore that. All right, so this is not a sales workshop. I have put it up personally because in my opinion, I want to educate you. I want to give you something. At the end of this workshop, I want you to take away something that you can apply into your businesses today. Even if it is a small step, it's a small step in the right direction. A little bit about us. So we are an agency, as I said, and we've got two models. One of them is a done for you and a consulting model. Both of them are pretty similar. In consulting, we talk and you pay, and in done for you, you still pay. But it's just that we don't talk. Just a little bit about the type of businesses that we work with. Some of them are large e-commerce companies here. Designer Bumps is one of the largest reusable nappy brands in Australia. It's an e-commerce company. You may know some of the companies, you may not know some of them, but these are, and there are plenty of those out there. If you have not met me, I've been working in the SEO space for about 21 years, qualified as a network engineer. I also build my own drones, and yes, they fly and they don't crash. I mean, sometimes they crash. Been a judge for the top 50 small business leader last year, and also for the Australian Marketing Institute Marketing Excellence Awards. Certified practicing marketer myself, a top 50 small business leader and top 20 digital marketer to work with a few years ago. SEO advisor for the federal government funded digital solutions program. You can't read this, but I also write for Inside Small Business, SEMrush, entrepreneur.com, and also for Koshi's Business Builders. I also volunteer my time to the World Literacy Foundation for their Reading Out of Poverty project. And my claim to fame is one appearance on TV explaining SEO using a sandwich analogy. I've got it done, that's fine. That's the most important bit. So to get the best, so kindly put your phones on silent, that's already been done. Questions as we go. I know we are short pressed on time, but I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. And because some of them, if time permits, we'll also have a dedicated Q&A towards the end. Lastly, we've got a hard limit to get out of here at 7:45. So if there are any questions, you can find me in the car park downstairs. All right, so this is a quote from John Chambers. At least 40% of all businesses will die in the next 10 years if they don't figure out how to change their entire company to accommodate new technologies. I think that's a very powerful quote, and e-commerce is at the forefront of it. Ooh, I need to go back, sorry. Usually do this very often, as you guys can see. Press the wrong button, come on. Present, yes, and then going down, down again, down again, down again, down again, down again. That's it. That's it. That's it. All right. So in the future, there will be two kinds of businesses: businesses that sell online and businesses that are gone. Australians, according to Australia Post, Australians spent $69 billion last year, which was a 12% year-on-year jump online. $69 billion. That's a lot of money, and I want some of it. Here's a truth bomb. So if you're selling a product or service, you need to be online. Plain and simple. That's where your customers are, and you need to be there. Okay, put it this way. Over here in this room, how many of you don't have access to the internet? Is there anyone? Anyone doesn't have a phone that works or uses internet or anything? So if you guys are online, that's where look at this. Some of you may be customers for somebody else present in the room here today. So all of us are online, and this is super important. Now, websites are no longer a brochure. They are no longer they are a marketplace. Some of the terms here, you can reduce your overheads. Your website can work for you overnight. When you're sleeping 24/7, 365 days a year, reduce your CAC. Does anyone know what CAC is? So it's a customer acquisition cost. So you can reduce the cost of acquiring a single customer. It's very important and a very powerful metric. It should, if not, then your CAC should be a part of your KPI starting today. Improve your margins, sell globally 24/7, data collection. And there is a very famous quote, data is the new oil. Has anyone heard it? Data is the new oil. Yeah. So you can get great insights from your website if you're selling online, all the type of data, the amount of data that you can collect. And I'll give you a tip, okay? I'll give you a little tip. Go home, each one of you that has a website, install Microsoft Clarity, completely free of cost. Has anyone heard of Microsoft Clarity? Not you, Aiden. I'm sure you had.
Clarity?
Yes, Clarity. So Microsoft Clarity, what it does is it allows people to It allows session recording and heat mapping anonymously. You can actually replay what people are doing. Look at it, look at the recordings. I spend at least 1 hour every single day looking at the recordings. That's it. From 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., that's all what I do, because it allows me to see what people are liking, what people are not liking. Whatever people are liking, I just push it more. As simple as that. Until and unless it keeps on fail. The moment it starts to fail, I pull back. That's the insight that we want. We want to know where the people are coming from, what are they doing, what are they buying, what are they returning. All that stuff we need to know. Data is very important, and the benefits just endless. Oops, again press the wrong button. All right, so this is an interesting one. People don't call it e-commerce anymore. It's called omni-commerce, and it's the idea that digital permeates every step of the purchase chain, from product discovery to trial to an actual purchase. Tolman Gefs, co-president of the Jordan Edmiston Group, JEGI. Now this is an interesting one. 3 years ago, I bought a Tesla, and I never actually had to go to a showroom. I did the whole transaction online. I bought a car online. Yeah. That's how far we've come. Is you can define those channels. And the whole idea is how far you're going to take. Your customers are ready to take it, depending on your audience. Again, if your audience, they may require some training, they may require some guidance, but once they are used to it, they'll never bring your phone. They'll just do the stuff online. Why do they need to call you? There's no need to call you. You need to put a person on the phone system. You need to put somebody. They need to call you. So when you put a person on the phone system, you're actually incurring expenses. That's wages. Why do you need that? Just do it online. Everything. Again, the wrong button. See, I need to learn how to do that. So today I'm going to talk about the 5 pillars of e-commerce and how to start selling online. Now again, we've got, I don't know how many, we've got probably 30 people in the room here today. So some parts may not be applicable to you, some parts may be applicable to you. So it's more of a generalized one. So what e-commerce actually is, it's not about having a website. E-commerce, okay, so I want you to, if you don't take away anything, just take away one thing that you need to take away with you today is sell, sell, sell. We are in the business of selling. We are not in the business of helping. We are not in the business of doing anything else. We are in the business to sell. Because if we help, we go broke. We sell, we survive. Very important. Okay? And it's about the ability for people to find, browse, and buy from you anytime, anywhere. That's a standard definition my content team likes to write, as you can see. You don't need a perfect setup to start. I think I was talking to Andy earlier, and I told him, done is better than perfect. Just get started. You can perfect it later. Just talk to your customers. And if you have ever sold something, has anyone used Facebook Marketplace to sell anything amazing? So that's an e-commerce transaction, by the way. Facebook, Instagram DMs or WhatsApp, all of those are e-commerce transactions. So some real examples is obviously selling products and services via the website, selling via Instagram, Facebook shops. People also have exclusive, so you don't even need a website depending on the product or service you're trying to sell. You can actually run your business off eBay or Etsy store. Why do you need a website? You don't need it. Or Google Business Profile. How many of you have Google Business Profile or Google My Business? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing. So you can actually add your products in Google Business Profile today with a link to your website where people can complete the purchase. How good is that? It's free of cost. Connect it to your Google Merchant Center and your products are on Google Shopping, and straight away you are good to go. And you can't see this. You can do, obviously they need to pay. Nothing is for free. That's a very important analogy. Nothing is for free. Remember this, take it away today. Nothing is for free. They have to pay either via Square, PayPal, Stripe, or any other method. Right, so we've already done this, skip it. Okay, this is another one. This is a good one. And this is amazing. I think I find this really powerful. Remember, every mistake your customers makes is not because they are stupid, it's because your website sucks. It's a very powerful quote, and I think I absolutely enjoy this, as said by Pete Laha from Conversion Excel. Right, choosing the right platform. Let's make it interactive. Forget about what's on the screen. How many can guess what type of platforms there are out there?
6.
No, it's not about the number, just give me the names.
Oh, so we use TikTok as the agent.
Yeah.
I use Facebook Market as well.
Yeah.
And then I use Google. We're doing Google as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And we use the Instagram marketing as well.
Okay.
3-in-1 coming up forward. So.
Nice, that's good. Anyone else? Heard of platforms? Okay, let's try this one more time. WordPress, how many? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so few. Wix? Okay. Shopify?
I tried.
Okay. Squarespace?
I tried.
Square?
More difficult.
Square?
Square is
Just Square.
it's Square.
Yeah, the Square payment terminal.
There's also a website for it.
They also do websites. Yeah. Sorry? Okay, Square, amazing. Magento? What is that? BigCommerce? There are hundreds of platforms out there. So choosing the right platform is going to be the most important step that you're going to take today. You know, most people make a decision that, okay, we are going to go Shopify. It may not be the right platform for you. What you want to do is you want to identify what you want to get out of it. What do you want it to do? What do you actually want the platform to do? And that's the most important decision that you can take. Do you want to build fast and ship fast? And there are costs associated with each one of them out there. There are costs associated with each one of them. It's very easy to buy a template. Okay, let's try this one more time. How many of you believe that they can recognize stock images and AI images? How many of you? Anyone? Oh, Andy, thank you. At least there is one person, and Aiden, I saw that. So, I think as AI images and stock images become more mainstream, people will get better at recognizing them, right? So when you go to any of these platforms, they give you ready-made templates, plug and play. The point is not whether you can plug and play. The point is what you want to get out of it. Do you want that live chat? Can you stay there Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 to service your customers? Can you really do that? If you can't, then there's no need for you to have that. The payment gateway, say for example, if you're using PayPal, does your platform work with PayPal? If you're using Stripe, does the payment platform work with Stripe? What are the integrations like? Do you want, and I had a very interesting one. This was a service-based business, a consulting business, and they wanted to sell courses online, which they were doing it really well, and they came to me and they said that we don't want Wix to send the invoices, we want Xero to send the invoices because it has to do a double entry, because there's a Wix invoice and then there is a Xero invoice. So why do we need, so identifying those key bits of information is going to be super, super helpful. Some of the popular platforms out there is Shopify, Square. If you have a WordPress website, WooCommerce is exclusive, developed by Automatic. There is Wix, there is Squarespace. You can also use Calendly plus Stripe if you're selling consulting. It's not about products only. E-commerce means selling anything. As long as you can sell it, it's e-commerce. As long as the transaction happens on your website. Plain and simple. Now, the only thing that I would suggest is stay away from Square, even though it exists on the list. Their business is payment gateways. Their business is not websites. Don't do it. It's going to cause you a lot of pain recovering from it, time and effort. I've got one customer on Square, and they get nightmares. Why are we on Square? That's how bad it is. All right, so couple of systems here. So obviously the cost, everything does cost money. The only thing that you can use is probably the open source version of Magento. That doesn't cost you money, but still you need to pay up for the hosting and stuff like those. Apart from that, everything, and WooCommerce, it's an interesting one. If you would ask me, I would say if you guys don't have or don't want to, wrong comment. If you guys don't want to spend close to $7,000 to $8,000 annually in the maintenance of websites, don't go down the WordPress route. Don't go down the WordPress route.
I tried it and
Look, my website's on WordPress because I know what I knew.
Yeah.
I don't need to pay $8,000 a month. If I had to pay $8,000, it would really hurt.
because you will be calling people to help you all the time.
All the
Fix
time.
something.
Yes, and all of these platforms, they have their own app store, they have their own ecosystem, and within that ecosystem, all the apps cost money as well. So make sure you're making the right decisions for your business, for your customers, and then choose a platform. Because either you are doing it or somebody else, you're paying someone to do it. It's as simple as that. And most platforms offer free trials. Test. Please do. Super important. Anyone, any questions up until now? Perfect. Sorry, yeah?
So how do you actually assess, you talk about platform and choosing the right
Yeah.
platform. I mean, you know you're selling a product.
Yeah.
But what are the things, the criteria that you're looking for to say Shopify is the right platform or WooCommerce is the right platform?
See, what you want to do is you want to write down what you want to achieve out of, like, you want to understand the user journey. Okay, so if you map out the user journey, then you will have absolutely no troubles making that decisions. Okay, for example, who is your payment? I mean, who are you using? Combank. Combank also, you don't have to use PayPal or Stripe or any of those platforms. Combank has Simplify, which integrates directly into the website, but it's not as simple as PayPal or Stripe. So if you are fixated that you want to use Combank because of your business structure and operations, then you have to find a developer that can integrate Combank Simplify directly into your website. So identifying the user journey, like say for example, okay, somebody has bought a product, you also have to ship it. Do you want the ability to ship online? Are you going to send them an email which will have the tracking number the moment you start shipping it? How far do you want to go down the structure updates? What about managing returns? So all those user journey mapping out and then trying each one of them on those individual platforms will allow, and the ease of intuitiveness, like do you have to do 20 clicks to get one thing done, which is exactly what Square websites do. You don't actually need that. So identifying those platforms is a great, and again, if you have a WordPress website, say for example, then going to Shopify is an expensive process. So it's going to be, you are limited with your choices. So it's not about the whole idea is where you're coming from and where you want to be and how much are you ready to invest. I hope that answers your question. No?
So what you're trying to say is the user journey is more of, you need to actually map out the process.
Yes.
Not only from a buyer's perspective, but you're saying bank account payment.
Yes.
How you receive that payment.
Yes.
It's not just the purchaser side, it's your side as well.
Absolutely. And after that, you will be able to take the correct decisions on how you're going to run this and choosing the right platform. Because think about this. Let's take a few steps back. Take any of the bigger brands, for example, Bunnings. About stuff of Bunnings online or Officeworks or even Amazon all the time. Their user journey is fully automated on both sides of the. Now, how far do you want to go? It's cost versus benefit. That also comes into play. So it's not just about the platform. It's also about, okay, yes, I want an amazing service, but let's get real. What costs are we talking about? Because many businesses in this economy, pricing is very, 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 very. People are not ready to spend a lot of money if they don't have to.
And I think going to a consultant at the end of the day, if you really want to nail which one is better.
Look, time is money.
Yeah.
So if you go to a consultant, don't go to a consultant that has a vested interest.
Yeah.
I'll give you one tip. Your web developers are not your friends. They have a vested interest. If they know WordPress, WordPress is the god of the websites. If they know Shopify, Shopify is the god of the websites. It doesn't work that way. Talk to someone that does not have a vested interest. Okay, and after that you will be able to take an impartial, open decision that, okay, I like this because I don't want to pay this consultant again. He's given me the direction, now I'm going to take it on my own and I'm going to improve. That's how you want to do it. Make sense? Perfect. Let's keep on cracking. So here is another one from Paul Graham. You can't wait for your customers to come to you. You have to figure out where they are, go there and bring them back to your store. bringing traffic to your online store. So you'll get a copy of the deck, so I won't read the deck, but I was actually, I think I was talking to Charlie earlier. Yes, I was, and I told him, and this is something that I use in my business all the time. Okay, 3 questions. And none of you have to answer right now, but take them with you today. Okay, there are 8 billion people on the planet. About 5.56 billion people have access to the internet. That's Statista January 2025 results. Okay, all of us in the room have access to the internet, and my 15-year-old is somewhere on TikTok. She also has access to internet. Who do you want to visit your website? Number 1. What do you want them to do when they visit your website? And why on earth should they trust you? Why you? If I pull out my phone's recording, but if I pull out my phone right now, I can call up 5 people right now who have been scammed online. So why should someone trust you? Super, super, super important. I think I was and this is another one. And this is again from our conversation, Charlie, earlier, which is a lot of businesses tell me that, okay, we want them to buy from us. What if they are not ready to buy? What about that? What if they are not ready to buy? What are you doing to capture their information? Are you at what stage of the buying journey they are? We need to identify those and be present in every part of that journey, every part of that funnel. How many of, I don't know if I have it here or not, but I probably do in some of these. But generally, how you can find customers online is either via search engines, AI engines, Google Maps, social media, email newsletters, and there are offline channels, billboards. I'll give you a very another example. I was taking an Uber about a few months ago, and I was having a chat with the Uber driver about the whole thing. He asked me what I do and all that kind of stuff. I asked him, how many hours do you drive an Uber? He said, I drive an Uber about 12 hours on a daily basis. That person has no time to get access to the internet. Once he's going home, probably looking at it for 15-20 minutes and going off to sleep. If that is your customer, you need to do billboards.
Yeah.
You need to do bus advertising. That's real. So, there's no point in looking at how many, and again, this is also from my conversation with Charlie earlier. If I ended up buying from every website I visit on a daily basis, I would be living on the streets. That's for sure. So people don't buy every time they visit a website. But what you want to do is you want to capture their details so that you are actually converting that customer from a statistic or a number to a contact in your database who you can massage into becoming a paying customer whenever they are ready. There are so many people out here today, and each one of them, some businesses have a very long lead cycle and some businesses have a very short lead cycle. If I am selling you a can of Coke, I don't need to worry about all of those things because the Coke has done the marketing. You want a Coke, I have the Coke, give me take the money, plain and simple. But if you are trying to sell a product, which is, say for example, okay, let's do another exercise, okay? So there's so many people. If I ask you to if I ask you to give me $5 right now with a single condition, that you cannot ask me any questions, who would do it? You would do it? Perfect. How about 10?
Yeah.
How about 20?
Go up to 1,000.
How about 5,000?
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
So the point that I'm trying to make here is, depending on the value of the product, every customer has a purchasing threshold. If you hit that threshold, all of a sudden people are going to, ooh, that's a lot of money, hang on, let me find out what's going on here. And they're going to do vetting. And the moment they're gone, they have forgot about it. How many, like I usually have about 20 tabs open on my computer when I'm working. Is anyone has more than that? Oh, perfect. See, there you go. So, we've got so many tabs open, we don't even know where I don't know. I'm not, I don't, but the whole idea is that people forget. People, we are all busy. Even if you're not busy, we are busy not being not busy. It's as simple as that. So, really, really focus on capturing customers' details. Again, I'm going to repeat, nothing is for free. Tell them something. I was talking to, actually, I've got my dear friend Aidan behind, sitting here. I was talking to one of common friends that we have, and She runs a jewelry business on sterling silver and stuff like those. I won't say any names here. I don't like the privacy commissioner. So what she put out a couple of blog posts and amazing bits of information. I said, okay, this is great information. What do you want them to do? Like, yeah, okay, I've read it. Now what? What do you expect me to do after this? Because sometimes people need to be told, now do this, now do this, now do this. Whether they do this or not, that's up to them. But our job is to compel them, motivate them. Now you can take this action. We've created this amazing stuff. And a classic example I would suggest is a Bunnings DIY advice. Has anyone been on the DIY advice on Bunnings? Perfect. So they put out all of these blog posts and they put these links, suggested products. It's a glorified way of selling it. Whatever you've read, if you liked it, just buy these products and you can achieve the same results. That's a glorified way of selling it. So that's also e-commerce. All right. How many of you can agree to this one? Amazing things will happen when you listen to the customer. John Midenhall, CMO Airbnb. Does anyone believe that I don't care about the customer? At least I don't. I listen to my customers all the time, especially when they're ranting. So 5 steps to help your customers find your online store. How are we tracking for time? Perfect. So can anyone tell me where did I park my car today? Bay number, please. Not the car park. That's general. The bay number. No one? Why?
Sorry, what are you asking?
The question is, can anyone tell me where did I park my car today?
No, because we don't know where it is.
Correct. I told you it's in the car park, but I want the bay number. The whole idea that I'm trying to tell you here is the reason why you can't say it with surety is because none of you saw me getting in. Right? So the point that I'm trying to make here is if you can't see it, you don't know what's going on. If your content cannot be found online or if it is not seen, it's as good as invisible. Very important. And so my background is in SEO, digital marketing, but everything that I'm going to say here, like, if you don't put out stuff on social media, how are people going to find it? I mean, and I was very similar to, because I've been so under the pump lately that we never took care of our social media. But when people visit our social media, which they do, they see last post done in 2021 and they're like, are they still even around? That's the question that people get. So, having those channels are very important. And I see some of the people laughing and smiling, so I think they can relate to it, hopefully. Just saying. Anyways, we've done that. And how many, okay. So focus on tofu, mofu and bofu. How many of you know what tofu, mofu and bofu is? Anyone?
Initials.
Nope. So top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. In bottom of the funnel is where actual money is getting exchanged. Actual money gets exchanged in the bottom of the funnel. How many of you have bought off Amazon or eBay? Is there anyone in the room who's bought off Amazon or eBay? Yep, perfect. So there are a few people, amazing. I buy it off Amazon, eBay all the time. Why? Because you know that if anything goes wrong, Amazon will take care of your money. If there is an option to pay via PayPal, and if there is an option, it's a shady website, if there is an option to pay via PayPal, or if there is an option to pay, put in your credit card details, like, so many, we get, which one was the last? I think Qantas got hacked recently. Yeah. Right? Qantas was the last one that was the big player that got hacked recently. So we are scared people. We don't want our details to be published online, and we want to protect our privacy, and we have all right to be scared about it. So if bottom of the funnel is the only place where your money is being exchanged, and top of the funnel and middle of the funnel are basically where people are actually trying to get to know you, trust you, believe in you. Again, all those things about buying thresholds hit, and they're trying to vet you. It's as simple as that, right? Don't take your eyes off the prize. You are in the business of selling. All we have to do is sell, 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 and guide your customers to purchase, which is DIY advice. That's guide your customers. Now you do this, now you do this. Now I'm giving you some helpful information. Now buy this. Now helpful information. Now buy this. Now this. So it's everywhere. People are buying stuff every day, left, right, and center. And don't forget your existing customers, and don't make it too hard for your customers. We don't need 50 clicks to get to add to cart. We don't need it. One click. If you want to buy, there should be nothing stopping you from purchase. As business owners, it is our duty to make sure that if a customer is ready to make the purchase, we take him directly to the till, pull the money out, and then we'll talk. It's harsh, but it's true, isn't it? You make it difficult for them and they'll run away because you're allowing them time to think. Don't give them time to think. In COVID, I was thinking, I had like this big hair. When I used to have hair, and I went to shaver shop to buy a trimmer, and I didn't complete the purchase. 24 hours later, and they sent me an email. Do you still want that trimmer? No, I bought it. The another one, I didn't like that one. But that's the idea. That's called cart abandonment. It's called cart abandonment. And generally, the average recovery rate from a cart abandonment is about 30%, which is a big number. It's a big number. So you can obviously set up your Google business profile. I won't go into the details of setting up the Google business profile. I've done 300 webinars on it already. Feel free to reach out and I'll share you the recording. Okay, this is an important one. And only if you have a bricks and mortar store. If you're on online only, don't set up your Google business profile. That's the one thing that is going to kill your business. If you have a physical store, then only. Online stores are not eligible to have a Google business profile. It used to be called Google My Business. Don't do it.
You can't do it. You have to show the shop in order for them to...
That's a bricks and mortar store.
Yeah.
Online only, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yes, because what will happen is it will limit your reach.
Yeah.
Super important. So don't do it. Start an email marketing list. And this is a quote that, I'm not very famous, but I still wrote it. If you're not seen, you're forgotten. If you're not heard, you're forgotten. This is my favorite quote about marketing. If you're not seen, you're forgotten. If you're not heard, you're forgotten. Plain and simple. Now, we need to embrace the fact that the customers might not be ready to make a purchase today, right? Collect the customer emails. Obviously with their consent. Nothing is free. Give them a discount in exchange for their email address. 10% off, what's the value of an email? 10% off for up to $50 or whatever. Just give them, because you want those. Has anyone been onto the Iconics website? I've got a screenshot a bit later in the day, later in the presentation, sorry. Has anyone been to the Iconics website? Perfect. So they have an offer, I think it's 10% off up to $1.99 or something like that. So the actual off is only $10. That's the value of simple send updates, specials, testimonials, events, whatever. Just massage the customer into becoming a paying customer. Give them something of value and they will keep on reading your emails. Guaranteed. If you send generic stuff, there's no room for generic stuff online. How many, we're not even looking for generic. We're looking for specific information in and out. Use social media to build trust. Share product photos. You can do new launches, customer reviews, day in the life story. This is amazing. And BTS, brilliant stuff. This is the stuff that people can relate to. And I use an example all the time. Like, my wife is standing here recording it, and I can't get her off Instagram. I won't say how old she is, but I can't get her off Instagram. And I can't get my daughter off TikTok. The whole idea is, why do these people go on these platforms? Why are we doom scrolling? We are not there to be bombarded for marketing material. We are there for, some people are there for distraction, some people are there to take an edge off, some people are looking for entertainment. If your feed is full of your marketing material, it's not attractive, is it? Choose one platform where your customers, again, usually Facebook or Instagram or both of them, doesn't matter. Depending, this will become persona based. So if you are looking for an younger audience, then you're looking at TikTok. If you're looking for not so young audience like me, then you're looking at Facebook. If you're looking for women, Instagram is the place to be. If you're looking for, if you are looking for professionals, LinkedIn is the way to go. And I'm sure there are other profiles like Mastodon and stuff like those. I haven't seen a lot of people outside of journos using Twitter or X, as it used to be called. In our industry, X used to be big and it kind of died a slow death. So finding the platform, choosing the right platform is also important. Number of platforms is not important, consistency is important. And by the way, I did take steps to rectify our 2021 updates and did publish regular updates, just so you know. So be consistent, not everywhere, pick 1 or 2 channels and add a calendar. You've got access to ChatGPT, create a content calendar that allows you to schedule things. Do 3 months, don't go for an annual calendar, do 3 months, because some businesses have seasons, some businesses have seasons, like for example, if you are selling Christmas trees, now is the time to be in business, not in January. So it's about making the right choices. We've already done that, gonna skip that, sorry, just in the interest of time. And being places of business, this is important. How many of you use Outlook or Teams or any one of those things? Perfect. So they are not fetching information from Google, they're fetching information from Bing, and Bing places for business. My only tip that I would give you is don't set up the Bing places for business from scratch. If you already have a Google business profile, just connect the accounts, use the sync. So one platform gets updated, the other one gets updated automatically. Allows you to save time. Only if you are a bricks and mortar store, please. So I've actually done sync your Google business profile with your Bing places for business and you're good. Right, converting visitors to buyers, clear call to actions, trust signals, very important. Mobile first design, super important. If your website is not mobile friendly, approximately 60%, not 60, I think it's 55% of the users are now accessing on mobile exclusive. If your website's not mobile friendly, it's a challenge. Responsive designs. If you need help, Aidan is right at the back. I'm doing your marketing, bro. Fast loading. Super important. Super important. Nobody likes slow websites. We are not in that 2000s era where we used to take a minute for the modem to connect. We're not in that era anymore. We need stuff now. We need stuff yesterday. That's how fast it needs to be. So if your website is taking more than 3 seconds to load, chances are your customers have left it. Unless you're selling them a 1 kilo bag of dirt from Mars, which only you have. Then they'll stay. And simple nav. No clutter. Easy menus, headings, super helpful. The more you make it easier for your customers, the better they will have an experience. Chances are they will complete the purchase. Right. What a buyer-friendly page looks like. Big clear images and videos. This is a big one. I speak to so many business, so many business owners, small business owners, they don't have their own picture on their websites. Why?
What, their own face?
Their own photo, their own picture.
70% of people won't like your post, is what I've been told.
Yes, that is correct. I agree. But what makes, when somebody visits the website, how do they find it that they're real? Because they're putting stuff out on social media. They're already out there on the social media. Why are they not putting it up on their website? Make it real. Tell them, if you're a small business, tell them, yes, we are. And if, there can be nothing powerful than saying this, that if you have a problem, I'm going to help. I'll give you an example, a very good example. So I'm wearing a Rode microphone. Has anyone heard of the company Rode? They do microphones. Perfect. If you go to Rode's product page, if you go to Rode's website tomorrow or later tonight, if you go to their product page, any product page, Paul Graham, who is the CEO, who is the owner of the family, who is the current CEO of Rode, he has written a personal guarantee on every page. His guarantee that I will take care of you. That's a very powerful statement to make. And Rode doesn't care. Rode already has the branding. Rode has everything going for it. I didn't need Paul's guarantee to convert. I didn't need that, but he's done it. That means he's assuring me that I am here to take care of you. And we need to back it up. That's a powerful statement to make. That's trust signals, by the way. Social proof, secure payment options, 5-star reviews. If you are media hungry, or if you've been on the media, putting media, and this just gives them customers reassurance that these guys are real. So yes, this is an important one. And I see a lot of businesses with this as well. In Australia, if you are collecting personal information, you need a privacy policy on your website. Otherwise, the privacy commissioner can any day come knocking. If you are selling to Europe, you need to be GDPR compliant. If you are selling anything online, you need privacy policy, you need shipping information, you need returns policy online. You need it. Those are non-negotiable. Those are non-negotiable. If your website does not have that, you are non-compliant. All major platforms will reject your listings or not promote your listings because of lack of these policies. These are simple things. These are simple things. Having policies is important. It gives the customer a trust. And all of these, and it's legislation. You have to do it, whether you like it or not. It's as simple as that. And this is a trust signal. All right, see this? It's a good one. It's a classic example of a confusing page and a clear page. Makes it easy. Makes it easy. All right, this is an important one. Can anyone guess what I'm trying to show you guys here? So it's actually $20 off your next order for $99. This is a very interesting screenshot. I know you can't probably see a little bit here, but still this is a very interesting screenshot. How many of you got newspapers delivered at their home? Sydney Morning Herald or Daily Telegraph or any one of them? Amazing. Perfect. Perfect. So I used to get Sydney Morning Herald delivered to my home. I was back when newspapers were a thing and people used to read. And it used to be folded in half. And the top bit was always called above the fold, and the bottom bit was always called below the fold. Why this is a premium real estate is because what you're looking at is a screenshot taken from my computer above the fold. All of this information is above the fold. This information a user can see without taking any action. And when I say an action, that means it can be a scroll, it can be a click, anything can be an action. To view this information, a user does not have to do anything. A user does not have to do anything. This is premium real estate. I've been to websites that have banners this size. It's not going, look, they've got really everything sorted out. And this is I've got multiple examples, not just one of them, but the whole idea is this is premium real estate, super premium real estate. You're above the fold is where you can make the most impact. Yep, I'll be ready. Perfect, thank you. Oops. I was born ready, mate. This is another example of Officeworks above the fold. There is so much they have been able to fit in and still make it aesthetically pleasing. So much information. We don't need full-size banners here. And another one. So much information. Sorry?
So little time.
So little time, yes. So, all right, payments. Very quickly, local delivery, clicking again, yeah. So we had, I think, fulfillment. We were talking about LAM, about functionality. Are you going to offer local delivery or click and collect? Or are you going to ship? These are all the considerations that are important for you. I'm going to send through the slide deck tomorrow. So feel free to do that. Recapping, claim your Google business profile if you have a bricks and mortar store. Choose a platform that fits your business. List 3 products or services online. Don't overthink it. Get them up and running. Fix it up later. Add a clear way to pay. And tell people that you're online. Treat your e-commerce store as a marketplace, not just a website. Make it easy to search, easy to buy, easy to trust. Simple. We'll do the Q&A. We'll skip the Q&A. We'll probably do it in the parking lot. So if you'd like to have a one-to-one with me, feel free to reach out to me for 30 minutes. Happy to have a chat. First one's free of cost. Second one's paid. Just mentioning. And so in my agency, we do these webinars once a month, first Tuesday every month, 2 p.m. date and time are locked. QR codes on your screen. There's a flyer at the back. If you'd like to attend, I'm going to show you how to identify user pain points without even talking to the user. So next one's there. And thank you to Business Chamber South, Bayside Council, Georges River Council, Rockdale Library, Community Bank Darling Square, and Club Central for putting this event together and having me on board. Thank you for that. My wife Aditi, she's right here recording, and she designed the deck, not me. Otherwise, it would never have happened. And Ankit from our team, who is the content writer who actually wrote this content. And each one of you for turning up. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Find me. I am online. Thanks for joining. Now, I've got a closed Facebook group. It's called the Knowledge Exchange, where we share one update every day at 8 a.m. It's monitored Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Any questions? Feel free to ask, and there is no cost to ask questions there. Just clarifying. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed it.